I'm simply going to express my views and give you a little bit of information on why I feel, as household pets, dogs are better than cats. Let me ask the audience real quick. Who here, by a show of hands, is a real cat person? I see two. Okay. Now, who here are dog people? All right. Overwhelming. Okay. I want y'all to know just this one little scenario. Let me ask you real quick. Have you ever tried to teach a cat simple commands, like sit, lay, or stay? If you have, 9 times out of 10, the cat's going to look at you like you're crazy or just ignore you. A dog, on the other hand, can be taught these commands with a little bit of patience and a treat or two. That tends to help. According to author Rachel Hell of the book Why Dogs Are Better Than Cats, it's a great name for a book, I know. Most people feel that dogs are more sociable, whereas cats are more sociopathic. Cats seem to only care about themselves and tend to just tend to be left alone until they need something from you. When a dog will just be around you 24/7 if it could. Just around you, just wanting your love and attention. Like I said, the dogs look for a bond, and the cats wait for you to make the first kind of contact bond. They wait for you to kind of prove themselves to the cat, prove yourself to the cat. Another author and dog expert, Freddie R. Bubble, I thought it was a fake name, but I looked it up and it's a real name, claims that dog obedience is one of the key factors that makes him or her a better pet and more lovable. If you talk to a dog and try to give it a command, it'll tilt its head up and look at you and try to comprehend the best it can. If you sit there and talk the same way to a cat, you can hardly tell if they're even paying attention. Sometimes they'll look at you and other times they'll just walk away. And I can't understand cats to begin with. I'm a dog person, I'm not going to lie, but I've looked into the research and I want to talk about a couple of things that make dogs better than cats. A little bit of health information I found out. According to a German research study, they were able to say that dogs can detect early stages of lung cancer. They did a study in Germany about 3 or 4 years ago. They had about 220 patients, and 14 of them had early stages of lung cancer. And they brought the dogs in, and the dogs could literally smell all 14 of them. Yeah, there's 14 patients who had cancer. And I don't know about y'all, but I would take that over an animal that poops in a box and waits for you to clean it up any day of the week. Okay, now I know when it comes to these animals, people are going to say, but Paul, weren't cats worshipped way long time ago and just idolized and seen as almost godlike creatures? That's true. But I want you to know that dogs have been around with man since 13,000 BC. And way back in those days, the dogs would even be buried alongside their owners as a show of companionship. One of the reasons I feel dogs are better than cats are the ways they contribute to society. Dogs have been known to work with police, fire and rescue, and even our military. These dogs are willing to give their lives to their owners for whatever reason they've been involved in, to protect them. One of my favorite organizations is called the Freedom Service Dogs for America. It's an organization that pairs dogs with disabled veterans, and it helps them with daily tasks, like say somebody comes back from overseas and they've lost the use of their legs, or blind or deaf. They help out and assist in simple things like getting things, or if an emergency were to come about, they can help contact authorities, anything like that matter. They've been known in studies, dogs have been known to help these veterans both psychologically, economically, and socially, especially coming back and dealing with depression and other anxieties. Dogs tend to help loosen them back up and get them ready for just normal life again, so to speak. An example of service dogs, just how great service dog can be, is the example of September 11th. When the towers were attacked, There were 2 employees there that were blind, and the service dogs led them down the flights of stairs outside to safety. That's a daily activity, but especially in stressful situations, it's good to know that these 2 individuals got out because of their dogs. And then after the wreckage, they brought in over 300 service dogs to try to go through the road the best they can and get to places that men couldn't get to. And they were able to save 18 people that day. It's not a big number, but it is something that I thought was a great attribute. Unfortunately, this speech isn't going to be just all about the positive sides of dogs. I got a few statistics for you that I found a little depressing. According to a recent poll, there are, this isn't a poll, this is from Bradley Trevor Grieve, the other author of the book Why Dogs Are Better Than Cats. There are right now over 200 million more domestic cats in this world than dogs. There are 20 million more in the U.S. and 30 million more in China. Now, with all the information I just gave you about dogs, it makes me think that while dogs are out being our best friend and serving useful purposes, cats are just being lazy and reproducing. So, that's just what I think. In closing, the best characteristic I wanted to give of the dog was their loyalty. A dog will be with you to the end, and then some. I've heard stories of dogs hanging around where their owners used to be for days and weeks, sometimes a year at a time after the person's passed. It's just the loyalty that I'm infatuated with when it comes to dogs. Now, a cat will be there for you as long as you've got food and a warm place, but after that, they'll go. Now, I know this speech today has made a lot of cat people here upset, and for that, I want to apologize. I just want to ask you this. Who's going to help you if you have an emergency? A cat or a dog? Think about it. Thank you for your time, and I thank God.